Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is what episode are we on?
It's
Episode 20
24.
24 of Unmixed and Unmastered. And I'm here today with a new guest, Danny. And
Hi.
um
Where'd you turn it off?
wait. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. What should I say?
Whatever you want.
I'm Danny. I I have been a Brainiac fan for a little over a year since October of 2024. Um, I am very passionate about them. I'm a very passionate, avid fan. Probably the biggest fan of them outside of Dayton, Ohio.
Hmm.
And Rene, actually, the one of our guests today, he's been on the podcast like 30 million bajillion times. But he asked me, hey, like my friend Jovic has this podcast called Unmixed Unmastered. You should totally do a Hissing Prigs episode. I was like, holy shit, I have a place that I could just yap about Brainiac for like an hour. Well, yes, I will do that. So here I am today, even though it's been like 2 months. Because
Well, we haven't been keeping schedule, but
it's
yeah,
fine.
it's fine. Yeah, and I'm here today with Rene, seasoned veteran, and also Harry.
Yo.
And yeah, so today we're gonna be talking about um the last Brainiac album, Hissing Prigs, and
Static Couture.
oh yeah, how do you say it? In static couture,
Couture.
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 Couture. No, but there's this one clip from the JBTV interview where like the guy like asks him how he pronounces it. He's like how do you say it again? And he's like couture, couture,
Couture.
couture. He like talks to his
It's
own
in the
mic.
documentary.
It's like
Mm.
some Yamantaka eye type shit.
Mm.
Wait, let me.
The
Yeah.
the guy from Boredoms.
Oh my god, we get it, bro. We get it, bro. Um.
And yeah, so I guess I'll just ask you guys a question. How did you guys like get into Brainiac and stuff?
Oh, this I will answer. As I said, like this was October of last year. I remember exactly when because one of my friends, Spencer, one of my Twitter mutuals, I remember he posted his Airbuds recapped 1 week, and I saw he was listening to Brainiac, and I had no idea what the hell they sounded like at that point. I had no idea that they had a lot of connections to like some other bands that I liked, like the Jesus Lizard, because they toured with them in like '93, like and other like sort of bands like that, like noise rock bands of that era. But yeah, I had no idea like what the hell they were about. And so like randomly I told Spencer like I'm going to listen to that one Brainiac album with the blue girl on the cover. With the blue girl. And yeah, I listened to it and it was really interesting because at first I honestly didn't really like get it. Like I like some songs, like I really like Vincent Come On Down, like I fixated on that song. But it wasn't until December that I really started getting into them, and how I got into them was because I remember I started getting one of the songs not off this album, off of Bonsai Superstar, Hot Metal Doberman, stuck in my head. And like, so I listened to the song again. And I was like, holy shit, this is so good. So I listened to the whole album. And after that, like, I sort of went back to Hissing Prison and be like, oh my God, it's the best freaking thing ever. And ever since then, it's just been a thing. And it's, I
Uh,
wouldn't trade it for the world.
the rest is history.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I guess Harry, you wanna share your thoughts?
I was a fan of Enon first, actually, John
Oh, yes, man.
Schmerzel's band. And I think I was probably like Wikipedia diving or something, and I just like saw Brainiac mentioned, and I checked out. I think I heard Electroshock for President first, which is like maybe not the best like first impression of the band. Not that
Yeah.
it's a bad album, but it's not really representative of like what they usually sound like. So I kind of like checked it out and sort of sat on that for a while, and then eventually I found the main two records, and I was like, where
Yeah.
has this been? Like, this is like right up my alley. But yeah.
Yeah. How about Rene?
Yeah.
Well, my friend Danny happened to be one factor in the whole equation when I started getting into these guys. That and it was when a college buddy of mine, Andrea, shout out Andrea, she's my girl. Um, she brought them up to me in passing in a conversation we were having, like, hey, so you know about Brainiac or something? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm familiar with them because one of my Twitter friends happens to be into them. So I figured, okay, I gotta check these guys out. Vincent Come On Down got stuck in my head a good bit, and then I went through the rest of their discography afterwards in order. Because I usually do my discography runs like that. You know it already, Jovic and company. But at first I didn't get them because they sounded a little bit too overtly chaotic and not as formulaically rhythmic as I wanted them to be. But then I eventually started getting the hang of it with some of the cuts on Hissing Prigs, and then I got to like Bonsai Superstar, and I was like, holy cow, I'm going all over the place. And that was basically how I became big time Brainiac fan. Yeah.
Yeah. This man loves Hands of the Genius, bro.
Okay, let's go on.
And wait, what's going on? Oh.
Okay, we got some information. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, like, how did the Brainiac start? I guess anyone can answer.
okay, so if you've watched Transmissions After Zero, you would know this. The lead singer,
Yeah, we watched that last night, right?
Tim Taylor, or Timmy, him and the bassist Juan Monasterio, they were big childhood friends. They were friends since I think they were like 10 years old. And they had been playing in bands for a while. Timmy was in like some like jazz bands with his dad.
Yeah.
He played like cello and stuff, I think. And yeah. And they were in this band. Was that the Whiz Bangs? Was that the band they were in, or was that the
Yeah.
band he was
The
in?
Whiz Bangs, yeah.
Yeah. And it was when they had really long hair, and it was just like really fucking weird. And then Timmy was like, and they were both like, they were like, yeah, we don't really want to do this. So Timmy sort of set one aside, and they were like, talking about how like, do you want to start a band again, like, and he sort of had this like, it seemed like he had this like vision or whatever, and mom was like, okay, and yeah, they found Tyler, and in the documentary they talked about how like, when they found him, they talked a lot about how like he looked like a baby. It was interesting, but he was like he was like a really good drummer, so they were like, we gotta have this guy. And
They had a
of
nickname for him,
course,
right? Well, what was it? Or was there a
oh my
nickname for
god,
him? Does
I
anyone know?
forget.
Like Wonder Boy or something, or Boy Genius, something like that.
Boy
Phoebe
Genius.
Bridgers.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't remember, which is actually kind of crazy because I should know everything about this.
Lucy Dash
podcast
Attack
band.
canceled up Smash.
Wait, what is it? Dacus? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro really made a Melee reference in a podcast.
Guys, no melee reference. But yeah, they're from Dayton, Ohio, right? And
Yes,
apparently
Dayton,
Dayton,
Ohio.
Ohio is, what is it, the funk capital of the world, right?
Yeah, well,
Really?
Motown
Okay.
Motown was kind of based there, I think.
Is it?
Oh yeah, and that's
Mm,
they sort of talk about that in the
I don't
documentary.
think that's
How
correct.
wait, everyone, no, because they talk about it in the documentary how like when Timmy first got his Moog, he got it at like a pawn shop because like I think it was like after like 70s like disco stuff or whatever. There was like a lot of like Moogs left over, or Moogs, however the fuck you say it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Moog, yeah.
Yes, Moog, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And like how we got it. Anyways, that's off track. I was talking about how they were, basically Josh Mercer was not the original guitarist. A lot of people know this. Because in their first album, Smack Bunny Baby, there was different guitarist named Michelle Bodine, and she was sort of already very famous within
Mhm.
like the Dayton music scene, like her and her brother. Um, yeah, she and like Timmy was like, "Hey, do you want to join my band?" And she was like, "You know what? Hell yeah!" And he was like, "Oh my god!" But yeah, then they ended up like sort of like having beef and like well not like beef, but like yeah, it was like they were sort it was just things weren't working out, so they decided to look for another guitarist. Um and I sort of make a joke about how it feels like that it's like that one scene in Diary of a Wimpy Kid where Roderick's mom is like like say sorry to women, and that's how I imagine like Michelle is like when she got kicked out. It's like you say sorry to women, and then Juan, Tyler, and Timmy are like, I'm sorry, woman. Anyways, so yeah, Dayton, Ohio is very important to this because, um, in the '90s, like I don't know, Dayton was like sort of like I don't know, it's like kind of like a butt fuck place, but that's like literally all of Ohio, so I don't understand that. But yeah, and they on their merch back in the day, they had like this thing on the back that said "Fuck y'all, we're from Dayton." It either had the
Mm.
when they were signed to Grass Records, it had the Grass Records logo, or it had the Touch and Go one. So yeah, that's some lore.
Yes. Not to mention these guys are from the same state as Devo, as you're gonna hear later on. They
And
were
they're from the same
singing
city as
Guided by
Guided
Voices
by Voices and Kim Deal
and the
of
Breeders.
Pixies and the Breeders, who actually produced their International EP. So that's
Yeah,
some
and
fun.
Guided by Voices we're gonna talk about next episode. So
Oh
Oh,
hell
we're,
yeah!
we got the Dane connection there.
we're getting dated up in here, bro.
Fuck
Okay.
y'all, they're from Dayton.
And
See?
yeah, how
That's
would
how
you
that works.
describe their music? Maybe Renee or
Mm. How about
Harry?
you, Rene? You can talk about this. You
Well,
have
I'd
all
say,
like the rate your music isms in your
yes, indeed. I talk about the art punk stuff all the time, so I think I can figure out where to put this. So, I'd say early Brainiac, like Smack Bunny Baby era Brainiac. It's more of a trad noise rock kind of feel on there. There's not really much going on that's very special in particular, other than the fact that they do sound a little bit grungy on that record. But then, as they moved on with their sonic
favorite
evolution.
album though. Don't let that fool you.
No, here's the thing. Bonsai Superstar gets better than Smack Bunny Baby because you want to know
Oh,
why?
Smack Buddy
That's when
Baby is still good.
that's when
So
Tim's experimenting with synthesizers, and so it becomes more artsy in that way. And they kind of they like it's not super.
Wait, I have a
duper
question.
hype, but it's there. Go on, Jovi.
So wait, when you say artsy, what do you mean by that?
They kind of start getting a little bit more experimental, I say, but they still stick to some general conventions of punk music. So there's a lot of post punk that kind of falls under that because they use, I guess, more atypical guitar techniques.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's a
especially on
good
Bonsai.
example? Early
Especially
Public Image Limited, for example, very good example with first issue. There's a lot of discordant riffs that they use on that album
and
in
also a
particular.
lot of like weird tunings too.
Yeah, like
On
Polvo
Yes,
and
that
like
too.
Songy.
Yeah, like
Crazy.
television. I know Tom Verlaine uses some wacky ass guitar tunings and techniques on that album. It's very subtle, but it's there.
And I
Mm.
mean, even on like Smack Buddy Baby, there is still like a little bit like especially I feel like drag is probably the most um like you can tell the most. I can't use words right now. I can't think of the words, but like especially with like the vocal effects, like the vocal distortion. Whether he actually is just doing that with his voice himself, or is it because he's like plugging his mic into the synth or whatever he did. And he also just has like a lot of he definitely had the energy is all I'm saying. And then like just their experimentation on later albums just just made it even crazier. I mean,
Yeah, he
yeah,
really he started fucking around with manipulating
he started
like
fucking with the altimeter.
on Bonsai Superstar. That's where he really kind of tried turning into that hot shot robot that we eventually get to hear on Hissing Prigs.
Yeah, and I mean,
Wait,
there's
get the
some
reference in.
crazy. It kind of goes up and down around a lot on Bonsai because there's like it's a really interesting listen to just like there are individual tunes that are very good, but like listening to it as a sequenced album, like can we look at the track list for a second?
Of Bonsai Superstar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bonsai. First you have like Hot Metal Dobermans, which is catchy as shit. As I said, that's like the song that like got in my head, and I was like, I have to listen to this whole album. I have to, and yeah, and then Hands of the Genius, and then we go into fucking with the altimeter, which is like
which is
this like obviously like we get like this weird sample from like a parrot record where it's like teaching parrots how to speak.
give
You
me
know,
some love.
Yeah.
Give me some love.
it's like so like, and the way Timmy like it's almost like ASMR. It feels like he's like in your ear. Like same with Flypaper, but Flypaper is a lot more like weird and like almost
It's
sensual.
lispy, and that's
It
where you
feels
kind of
like
that's where you kind of get that lispy kind of aspect in Sasscore later on in the 2000s.
yeah,
Oh, and also,
yeah, and
what is
that
Sasscore
and
for the people?
Oh yes. Oh why I do. You
Is
asked.
Brainiac a sass band? I don't really think so.
Well,
Well, that's a
okay.
good question. Are they?
They're
Like,
not. They're not a sass band in the conventional sense because sasscore is usually is a description
rooted
given.
in hardcore.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Technically, Brainiac do count because at their heart they are a post-hardcore band. But thing is, that's more of a 2000s term that applies to bands like the Blood Brothers, the
No, but
Locusts.
they're like, but it's the thing is, it's like because a lot of sass bands were influenced by them. So if you
Yeah,
really think about it, because like you know, if you think about like bands that were sort of like proto punk bands, you still sort of call them punk. So
yeah.
if something was like pre sass but was still had sass elements, it's but you could still call it sass. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
then again, I mean it in the conventional sense. Like it's you wouldn't usually call it sass, but it still, for me, it still technically counts as sass because
Yeah, and
it has enough of those elements for you to technically qualify. It's just
and
not,
I
I think,
mean
more
sass
in terms.
sass is sort of like it's such a broad term because so many like different kinds of bands you can just it's less of like I feel like it's less of like it feels less of a genre at times and more of like an attitude
Yeah,
almost. I mean, like the attitude being like sassiness and being like gay as shit, you know what I mean? So I mean,
it's like
sass
visual
literally
K in that
is
regard.
just like it literally just basically means like gay gay punk music, bro. That's literally what it means.
Tell that to Nation of Ulysses.
yeah, I don't
But
know.
speaking of them, uh, because it's mentioned also in transmissions that the
Yeah, they
reason
are
why
big.
they Eli Janney to produce for them, who he produced all three of their albums, not their EPs though. Um, he because they saw him credited on the Nation of USC's 13 points to whatever the fuck that's called,
To destroy
and
America.
they were like, we need to get this guy to produce our record, and yeah. They were like such freaking fanboys, bro. I swear to Jesus Christ on state, bro. Yeah, these guys are such losers. Also, like, yeah, I mean they are losers because Timmy and Vaughn were like big like nerds in freaking high school, and like they read like comic books and nerdy shit like that, bro.
Yeah, these
Anyway,
guys are losers. This band sucks.
It's like
Yeah,
What
guys.
what are we talking about?
Hate your music month, you know.
Hate your music.
What's your music? Yeah.
Yeah, guys, that's gonna be the new segment in January, where we just
Hell
talk
yeah.
about the things we hate.
I
Exactly.
can't wait.
We'll get Eric
oh, I
Copeland
forgot
in
to
there.
mention my
Some
favorite song.
Death
I
Hatch.
forgot to mention my favorite song off of Bonsai Superstar. Rene knows. What is it? Hello?
He doesn't know.
Yeah, he's
It
thinking
starts
right
with
now.
The
starts
radio
with
ape
the-
shot.
No.
Is it
Boom shellac. Ooh, I think she
Yeah.
likes me.
I see.
Sexual frustration, bro. But I do definitely like the live versions of that song a lot more because it's a lot faster and crazier, and freakier.
Oh yeah.
Seeing the segments in the documentary, they look crazy live. I should.
I know
They
because
would
like Timmy would like deep throat the mic.
Yeah, like the
and he would like go like
John
all
Dwyer.
sloppy.
He would pull off some Kurt Cobain type shit, if I gotta be honest. He was like Kurt Cobain, but hella cracked when it came to the musical influence.
He was cracked. He was a cracked machine.
He was a cracked machine.
Okay, can we go to the next slide?
Okay.
I find it funny how all music has hissing prigs highlighted though. Rachel Music doesn't seem to like them very much.
Oh yeah, like they're so like. I get rage baited like when I read the reviews. Anyways,
Except
Come on.
mine.
shut the fuck up. Cybow.
Cyber.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So this, yeah. So this was the first time they were signed to Touch and Go Records, and obviously,
Yes,
Touch and Go
They were
Records
signed-
is legendary, right? And
of course.
Featuring-
Come on, bro. You
I circled some of them, and I forgot that like Don Cap should
Oh
be.
yes, we have
Yeah.
freaking Big Black.
You
Gee.
forgot about Enon and Girls Against Boys.
I'm sorry.
Two very closely associated bands of theirs.
Well,
Is where
because
I go
of course
nerd.
Eden has George Spursel, and of course Girls Against Boys had Eli Janney, and also, they toured. Brainiac toured with Girls Against Boys and the Jesus Lizard on that 1993 tour, and I think later they also toured with them, as proven by the Backstage Butcher short film. What other ones? Let me see here. Yeah, Good
We got
Boy.
Rape Man, but that was like a Steve Albini side project. Shellac
Oh,
too.
oh, Scratch Acid. Oh my god.
Roland's Band, which is a Henry Rollins side project.
Flint, of course.
Yeah. So kind of a big deal.
Bulldozer, which
Alright.
was a huge influence on Nirvana. Butch Vig was actually the guy who was called on to produce Nevermind, if I remember correctly, and he was a member of that band.
Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing here is just that this is like the step up between, they were like scouting for major labels toward the end of their career, like trying
And
to
also, yeah.
find a good deal.
Yeah,
So this
they
was like
were so-
the big indie step. This is like getting signed to like Matador or
and
something.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
they
were
had-
so closely.
Rough trade.
They were so closely associated with so many bands on this label already. Of course, the Jesus Lizard, Girls Against Boys, and I think a few others that like it just made sense, sort of.
Yeah. And what was Grass? Was there any notable bands from Grass? You
I
guys
think
know?
were they
Not
on
sure.
a local label? I'm not really sure. I've never really looked into that.
You know what? I'm gonna check on the legendary Rate Your Music, see if there actually are any well-known bands in particular. There is the Wrens, Chimera, Edsel. Apparently, they released a Germs tribute album. Omatic, which was technically, I think it was a Brainiac site. Yeah, it was a band that Michelle Bodine herself. But oh well, it doesn't
I think
seem.
it was like a local label.
I see.
It doesn't seem like there's any other particular.
They have a Toadies album on here.
Two Toadies.
Wait, Toadies. Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like they have much in particular of note, fortunately.
And
But,
yeah, I guess going back to the album, something that's cool about like the packaging is like the titles are all like some of the letters are replaced with numbers. That's like
It was
Yes.
like they invented typing quirks. This was before like Homestuck or whatever.
Lead speak.
That's also probably why I've met so many Brainiac fans that are also Homestuck fans.
Mm.
Like you would be surprised how many there
Wait,
are.
so wait, why?
And-
What about Homestuck is? Sorry,
Oh, there's like
I don't know what Homestuck is. I'll be real. I know it's like a
I don't
comic.
either.
it's
Yeah.
because like I think one of the characters like their dialogue like is in
In
like,
numbers.
that sort of typing style.
Needs
Anyway,
Oh.
and the reason for this was because Juan Monasterio, of course, you know what I mean, like the it's the bassist. Oh my god, fuck my life. He did all of like he did all of like the graphics for all their albums. He designed them, he drew them, whatever, and he wrote a lot of like the stuff. And basically, he liked to like fuck around a lot. Like sometimes he wouldn't write his like actual name on the packaging because he just wanted to like. And he didn't really. I think in like the last like Timmy interview, he said like he doesn't really think all that stuff is important. So yeah, he just decided, what if I just did this? And
Mm.
and now it's iconic. Now it's like people, it's like that's the Brainiac thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
It's like their
it's
their
iconic.
brand,
Just
you
the
know.
whole aesthetic around this album is just so like, like yes.
Unfortunately, because of this aesthetic, it is now fucked up my Scrabbles on Last FM. As a big time scrabbling
peace.
fiend, it makes me angry. Ugh.
Oh my god, don't give a fuck. Okay.
All right.
mean,
Yeah, go
I
on
would
here.
say
Titles in
the
all
the
caps,
Whoa,
all
wait.
eyes, E's, MGs, style
Wait,
as it was to
okay, whatever.
Neds respectively.
just to go off the numbers thing. I think like they a big part of their music is like this very Y2K sort of like sort of sci-fi aesthetic.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
But
sci-fi.
I
Yes.
think
That's another thing with them because as I said they're freaking nerds and like a lot of it was there is definitely a very sci-fi element even if even if Timmy has denied it in interviews. I mean the band name itself is the name of a DC comic character who's like a fucking alien or something. And also I'm pretty sure the lyrics of Fresh New Eyes off of Electroshock are based off of some comic character. So like they're very and I I don't know if we're gonna do like later like talking about like the influence of them, but in terms of influence of bands, we've talked about this previously, especially in the Transmission Ever Zero documentary. Of course, I'm gonna be referencing it a lot because it's like the pivotal like reference point when it comes to like Brainiac lore. You should watch it.
Mm.
Whoever's listening, if you haven't. But Cedric Bixler's Zavala of the Mars Volta and At the Drive-In is in that thing. He's like a big Brainiac fan. He cited them as an influence. And if you know anything, like if you have listened to At the Drive-In or TMB at all, and you've listened to Brainiac, like you would be able to hear it, whether in like the vocal effects or the sort of lyrics, like the sort of almost sci-fi type lyrics are very Brainiac-esque. And that's definitely a very big part of their whole image as a band.
You know,
Yes.
I it's really funny
Something,
because
Cool.
and that's
can
definitely
I go?
something
Okay,
that
never mind.
they started sort of doing in Hissing Prigs. Because I mean, with Smack Bunny Baby, that the lyrics to that album were just like weird, or like talks about mothers a lot. And also he talks about it's like either just weird, violent, freaky, sexual, or talking about being gay. Like and then Bonsai Superstar, it gets like sort of weirder and more abstract. Um, also still freaky on Hissing Prince and Electroshock because of course Mr. Fingers, but that song is like just about a pervert, which he's mentioned in that freaking one interview. Anyways, yes.
Okay, I was about, yeah, like the sci-fi thing.
He's also
Apparently, that like that's like pretty common. Like even like Guided by Voices, they talk about UFO sightings or like just like
oh
really
yeah,
like
hardcore.
yeah.
surreal like things. Yeah.
I mean, it's usually
Um,
geeky interests that drive a lot of these.
Maybe drugs.
Mm,
You don't
Like if I
know.
maybe.
like if I remember correctly, Steve Albini was so geeked up on anime that he dedicated a whole song that he wrote about Eraser.
just to finish my thought from earlier.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go on.
I was just gonna say I think that like the one thing about this band that I think when you try to do things that are futuristic, oftentimes they end up not like they don't age gracefully all the time, and I think
True.
there's like a little bit of that here and there, especially like on something like Electroshock for President, where they were like trying to push ahead with like drum machines and synthesizers and integrating those things into or making those things rather like the backbone of the music. I think there's some other bands around this like same time period that do the same thing. Like Enon does some of that, and also like
Oh, yeah.
Cornelius does some of it too.
Mm.
I mean,
Like having
if you
like
listen to, sorry, if you listen to um the first Enon album, which would have been like right after Believo, like at some points, like it sounds like a very like like steady like progression from Electroshock, like a song like especially on like the later half of the album, like a song like Elected, that song literally just sounds like it's from Electroshock. He literally says Electroshock in that song, I'm pretty sure. He literally says it wrong. And
Mm.
yeah, and you can tell like especially also watching like Enon live performances, you can definitely see how influenced John was of Timmy. Not that he was like trying to copy him, but it's just like even the way he like stuck the mic down his throat. It's like, "Aw, aw,
Yeah.
aw."
I see what you mean.
but yeah, I think I do think of all of the bands that tried to do something like that in the 2000s. I think Brainiac. I know they're like a 90s band, but I think Brainiac was probably the band where it aged the best. Although I do still think sometimes you're like, yeah, this is like they're using like a computerized like text to speech voice sometimes, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, well this sounds a little dated now, but
Yeah,
Mm.
true.
It's still kind of fun. And also,
Yeah.
to go back to the lyrics, I say all of that, but also, I mean, most people say this, but when Timmy was asked about like the lyrics, he was like, I don't know what the fuck they mean. So all of that is like very like my own opinion and my own interpretation.
And also like apparently like is I heard that they didn't transcribe any lyrics on like the CD or like vinyl, so it's all like
Oh no, I
people trying to
think
find.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
pretty sure the only release that had lyrics with it was Electroshock.
Mm.
yeah, you got to
Yeah.
bust out that AI stem separator,
Yeah, on
pull the
BandLab
vocals out.
they have that.
Me when I pull out
Yeah.
me when I pull out the AI so I can transcribe the lyrics to Hands of the Genius because I can't figure out what the fuck he's saying after he goes whoa whoa.
Honestly, it hardly ever helps anyway, to be honest. But
um, but yeah, I guess to finish off this slide, like yeah, Eli Janney still the main producer, but there Steve Albini is also
Oh,
there.
I have to. Yes, we have to sort of do a little bit of myth busting because a lot of people seem to think, and this is the part that pisses me off the most. People think that this whole album was produced with Steve Albini. That is not the truth.
Nope.
This album was mostly recorded and produced with Eli Janney. However, the song "Nothing Ever Changes" was recorded and produced by Steve Albini. And if you listen to the album while knowing this, you will start to like sort of notice like those little differences, and we will talk about it when we sort of go into the individual tracks. But yes, that is a thing. And I sort of had a joke about how actually maybe I won't explain this. The freaking touching her with Steve Albini family tree, how because after Steve and David Yao had a falling out. This was like them recording Nothing Ever Changes was like Steve's last time seeing them before David took custody of Brainiac.
Mm.
What the hell? Why am I talking? Anyways, nobody knows about that. It's an inside joke with me in my head.
Mm.
Okay, so this is professional ratings.
Yeah.
Yes, this
Okay,
is mine.
here's
Okay. Do we want to read the Pitchfork review?
okay.
Mind
Can we
if I
read the
read it?
entire thing? The entire thing.
Well, not the entire thing. Well,
Aw.
you guys want
Is
to read
that the whole review, or is that just a quote?
It's just
Nah,
like
it's like
the first part.
The blurb. Gotcha.
Finally, a cross between Devo and Pussy Galore. Brainiac's out to make your day and finish your sentences. Spiky punchy guitars, shake hands, you heard me, with spiraled synth noises and genuine bursts of what the fuck? I think that's a very good way of describing it.
Mm. And yeah, this one was received obviously pretty well by everyone.
It was their most experimental record in their catalog. I'd say more so than Electroshock because that was more of like a minimal synth punk kind of EP that they had going on with that album. So, but this is the clusterfuck. This is the fusion of post-hardcore with synth punk and sasscore, and then mixes it up into one giant orgiastic sonic explosion.
Orgiastic. I don't know.
You heard me.
Alright.
Okay. You guys want to get into the first track, or yeah?
Oh yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So the first track is kind of a shocking one because this is their major label debut, and like they're pulling out like this weird synth.
They're big indie debut.
Well, it's a big indie label.
Yeah.
Don't say major label like this isn't kind of worry about.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Anyways, so yeah, this is like, I mean, yeah, it's pretty short. It's like under a minute, and it's sort of like, it sort of stops right before it starts. Like, it starts with like the little fuzzy little synth thing, and then it's like, this is probably the most tame Timmy's vocals are on this entire album. Like, this is like one of the only times where he isn't like either like or but it's like very like ooh, and it's like
The vocal is very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's sort of like the same feel on Fresh and Rise, like at the beginning where he's kind of like, and then he just like goes into his screeching again. But yeah, it's a very interesting little start, and yeah, in like the sequence of the album, it makes sense. But I guess like as an individual track, it's just like it's like an interlude, but it's not really an interlude because it's the start of the album.
Yes, an intro.
It's an intro, yes.
Yeah.
I'm a little super attacked to myself. Celebrate the idiot with my new quote unquote friends. Ooh, whatever that means.
I think it should be said here that in general, to go off of what Timmy said about him not knowing what the fuck any of the lyrics mean, there's gonna be a lot of cryptic lyrics, so we're gonna hear some kind of Minutemen level songwriting when it comes to some of these lyrics. I'd say, I mean, not minute.
Yeah, I was gonna say Minutemen are not cryptic in their lyrics.
No, okay,
Yeah, that's true.
They're pretty direct.
Here's the thing, bro. What the fuck is the big foist about? That's the real question. You want a richer understanding of what has already been understood?
I mean,
I don't know, bro.
I feel like
I'd have to
Minutemen
reread,
are not
but-
what you would think of when you think of like bands with like cryptic songwriting.
Yeah.
It does get a little bit harder to figure out what they were thinking when writing some of these songs. But I'd say this is a step above of what Minutemen kind of did on Double Nickels. But this is like,
I'm just not seeing this comparison, man.
I don't know, bro, because I see art punk and I think art punk. So
I mean, regular music,
Okay,
right?
let's move on to the second track.
Yeah,
You heard me.
RYM brain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rate your music. I'm gonna rate your music.
Okay.
Oh my god, Pussyfooted. Y'all, I love this song.
This is one of my favorites,
Oh
I
my god,
think, on here.
you can see the this is like one of the ones that stuck out to me when I was starting to like the album more after I listened to Bonsai. And also you can see the first part of the verse is highlighted. That's because that was my annotation.
Hmm.
So yeah, this song is like very like especially in contrast to Indian Poker. Are you gonna look at the annotation?
It's a complete left turn.
This is a song about
Doxing Danny.
I don't need
Sure.
She doxed herself.
Is the hashtag real eater. Okay.
I don't.
So guys, keep that in mind when you're listening to the song.
2 likes. 2 likes on this annotation. What the fuck?
First part. Alright guys, so it's about eating yeah, you know. So let's listen and let's see what we think. Put your face on.
I couldn't hear it.
You can't hear it?
This one has like a bit of a swingy feel.
Oh wait,
And,
can you hear it?
Stream volume's
especially, like,
pretty low.
The
but-
drums kind of just hit you, especially like in terms of like right after Indian Poker, it just kind of like.
Is that good?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, like the,
for me,
yeah.
I have it at 200.
You can also like pick up some dance punk vibes on this one too. And this is like the
Oh
first
yeah, you
track.
can just take after this. You can take after it.
This is like the first sign of the dance punk influence that they had going on,
Yeah.
and I'd say it comes off stronger in the latter half. That's the sass at its finest.
I've always loved the Brainiac, like the Brainiac vocals. It's just so cool. Like, just like so abrasive
Yeah, like it's like,
and like.
how the fuck does he even do that? Because like sometimes, because it's one thing with Brainiac, where it's like, especially the songs on Pissing Prigs, is that the songs are so catchy, but they're so hard to sing without sounding like an idiot.
Yeah.
Gotta bring it down an octave. I think like it should be noted the guitar work is very like intricate. It's very careful to hit the right wrong notes. Like you listen to John's part. I believe it's John on the left speaker during the verses. They're like very intricately written.
Like he knows
Not
what
to mention they use like a lot of screeching guitar effects on here, which is very artsy, I say.
Yeah, it's sort of like, especially as you mentioned, like with the guitar work, it's sort of that bonsai where a lot of bonsai does feel a lot more like just all over the place and it's like we were just fucking around, didn't really know what they were doing. This is sort of like doing on there, but like a lot more polished, but still like
This was more
crazy.
methodically structured, I'd say.
Yeah, structured, exactly. That's sort of the thing where I feel like this album, like even if you listen to it just like the individual songs, like the individual songs like stand out alone a lot more than maybe some of the ones on Bonsai. But like Bonsai still as an album is obviously amazing. But
Like you're saying that like it's like a required like you have to listen to it like the whole way through to like understand it, or
Yar.
no, I think it's like you could pull songs from, you know, Hissing Prigs and just let them stand alone and they would be like, I think it's just like with just the more polishedness of it, and also like definitely like it seems a lot more, and sort of John has mentioned this in some interviews that there was sort of like this poppiness to Brainiac that
yeah.
maybe you know, was sort of there because like he sort of mentioned how Timmy would write these songs. He'd write a song and he would bring it in and they would be like, oh yeah, this is like really good, this is like so catchy, amazing, and then he would just be like, okay, and then he would just fuck it up and make it like a Brainiac song and just so crazy. So like at the root of it, like they're very like, you know, poppy in that
Yeah,
sense.
they're
But
like
of course,
fucked up pop songs. The pop songs
yeah,
on here are just
the
like
pop
better,
songs are like
stronger singles, kind of.
freaky little crazy little perverted little freakazoids.
Call it noise pop for that.
Oh, let's go. We got a genre in there, the new one.
Okay.
I was about to say, yeah, they talk about it in the documentary. He's kind of like a kind of musical like genius. Like he would like, isn't the Attic tapes all the, like it's just him, right? Like
It's just him with the 4-track for the most part. Yeah.
yeah, and he's just making like these like like deconstructed like
Pretty much
pop
all the
tunes.
songs. Yeah.
Anytime they brought him a song that was particularly accessible or catchy, he would like, give me that song. And then like an hour or so later, he gives everybody else a fucked up version of that song that they were
Oh
working
yeah,
on.
exactly. That's
And it
what
sounds
sort
better.
of even in like some of the song like to go back to Bonsai, this was just sort of his own doing. If you listen to Attic tapes, the demo version of Collide, Odana Collage, like of course on the actual version, like you can't hear what the fuck he's saying. It's just like, but on that version, like you can hear it like a lot more, and it's like, and like hear his voice, and it's very intimate and almost like kind of sad listening to it. But then like he just sort of, I mean, it still sort of is on the actual album, but like obviously again you can't hear what the fuck he's saying.
It's a
'Cause it's just
noisy
like,
ass
oh
outro.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys wanna? Okay, wait. I guess we go back or go to the next track.
Put your face on me, the king.
Who the hell is this Vincent guy, anyways?
Oh, this is actually interesting. Because apparently, like Vincent, was actually a guy who lived in Dayton. I think he like. There's a comment. There's a comment on the music video. Go to it. Go to the music video.
How do I do that?
And it mentions it. It mentions like who Vincent is, because I think this is very important. Okay.
Oops.
Wait. Are you gonna open the freaking thing?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
opening the
because I
thing.
think it mentions
Oh
in
my
the comment.
god. Oh my god, the guy with the highest oh no, not him.
Wait, where do I go?
I think it's a. There are no valid okay, where the fuck is it? I swear that there was a comment mentioning who.
Try
Maybe
pulling out the search on the page function.
Vincent. Bruh.
It's about the guy from Final Fantasy VII.
Okay,
No.
anyways, as
Is
I
that
was
true, guys?
mentioning, basically,
Clown that I called Vincent.
was
Oh
about-
my god.
basically, I think it was like a dude who was like like sort of like well known within like Dayton music scene. I think he was like, maybe he worked at like a record store or some shit like that. But yeah, I think it was inspired by that dude. But also like maybe it's just like he just wants Vincent to come on down. To come on down to do what?
Well,
We don't know.
we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
And then this is a promo VHS of
This was actually the very first music video that they actually did. And it was
But
even
they had the one for Strong. It's kind of a weird song to do a music video.
yeah, but like this was the very first one
yeah.
managed to put out, and it was even airing on MTV.
I like that he's playing like a trigger pad there and shit.
There's literally a wolf alley. Oh, this is the music video where oh my god, wait. Oh. Come on down. Then he started going down. What the fuck is it? He's gonna pull the buddy out. He's gonna pull the buddy out. Oh shit! Is that a smack bunny baby reference?
Yo.
I love the drums here.
There's one thing that I love about this song, in particular. Oh, there's Tyler's fucking song. There's a reason I call this baby. Okay, I'll mention it. I'll mention it after the song.
Wait, what?
I'll mention it after the song.
Okay. Sorry, I'll turn it back up. I think those like radio wave signals. There you go.
No, I think that's like some tremolo fuckery on the synthesizer.
Oh, I'm talking about.
that's,
Or never mind.
oh, the visual,
Yeah.
the oscilloscope waveform. Yeah,
It's probably my favorite part of the song.
something random, probably.
Hey, I can't quit the two-step, tell me the two-step process.
How is he shaking, bro? He's not shaking everything. They were having so much fucking fun. Where even are they?
Damn.
What? Random dude on
They
there.
seem to be like outside some kind of warehouse or.
It's like
Anyways, as I was mentioning, yeah, this is the song. I mean, this is their most popular song. It's the song that got me like sort of like even before I really understood Hissing Prigs. I love this song. I was gonna mention one thing I really like about this song is sort of the way the synths, the guitar, and the vocals all sort of mesh together in a cool way. Because if you listen to the chorus, right, the part where it goes, this is just a little part that I find really satisfying. But the part where it's like, short of a cataclysmic seduction, nothing can stop my car crash attack on you. But it, like instead of saying like that, he I don't think he actually says you. It just goes into like the synth again, the da na 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 na. So it like transitions from his voice into the
Yeah, and the
little synth.
vocal effect like leads into the synth in a way where the timbre
Yeah,
of the two sound
it's like
similar. So it's like
It's-
finishing
yeah.
the phrase.
It's like a very,
Yeah, exactly.
it's a
It's
very
really cool.
smooth, it's a very smooth sounding crash and burn. If you.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's just like little things like that.
Mhm.
It's all about the
In
details
terms
for
of
you.
the lyrics, well, Vincent is gonna come on down to do what? Again,
He's
we
gonna
don't know.
come on down. He's gonna come on down like I did with Candler the other day. No, when we were Copelanding it. Okay, never mind.
Oh, and the name was mentioned. Copeland.
Can't escape it.
We were going
Though
to
we do try.
Copeland on down.
Please get me out of this hell.
Oh well,
next
you
song.
just don't do it. Yeah. Anyways, I guess.
He said it. He said it.
This little piggy. This is
He
the
said the
song
thing.
where it does like that weird like modulation. Like, is it like text to speech? I feel like it is like text to speech on this
No.
song.
It sounds like another one of his vocal manipulation techniques. But
Wait,
this,
but how
I
does he
think-
do the vocal manipulation?
It's a
It's
vibrato
like
effect.
this
It's like
little
pitch
piggy.
oscillating up and down. It's
Ah,
you
ah,
can
ooh,
do it
ooh,
through
ah.
some like some synths will have a analog audio in, so I don't know what. I think I saw him using like a realistic MG1, which is like a Radio Shack Moog. I don't know that you can run it through that to get a vibrato effect, but I'm sure that there were like vibrato pedals around or like a chorus in the studio, like a rack mount chorus that they could have plugged into and like turned the mix up all the way to get vibrato. So that's like the whenever he sounds like That's that's just a vibrato. And then the rest of it is like he'll do like a falsetto vocal layered with like they'll run his voice through like an amplifier or like a tiny little speaker, like a walkie-talkie speaker or something to get the special distortion or something.
Oh,
But yeah,
so
I had
that's
the
how they
Brainiac
kinda
effect on tap.
Dude,
that's
that
how
was
they
good.
So that's how they kind of did that shit on Bonsai Superstar. But what was it like? Okay, off topic, but how in the hell did you get the vibrato?
Well, I run my mic for Discord through GarageBand, and so I just have like a plug-in effects chain in GarageBand that I can just like tap whenever I want.
We gotta talk about more albums with vocal effects, so we can do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just to give me an excuse.
Yeah.
When I get my new computer, I'm gonna see if I could try running something similar. I don't know if I could try downloading a GarageBand client on PC, but if that's possible, it might spice up the episodes a little bit more.
Hell yeah. We gotta use the Discord soundboards for good and not Eric Copeland, guys, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, man. When you said that thing earlier,
Well, I have it muted. I'm
At
sorry,
the same
guys.
time.
Here, I'll unmute it and then you guys can play it again. Do it again.
Hold up.
Or don't do it.
Just don't do it.
There you go, guys. So that's what the soundboard's used for, and like, do we need that? We should put some more useful things.
We could try getting Harry saying excellent for the soundboard, but we're going off topic now. This little piggy is a very big piggy, and it's a dance punk piggy, I must say. This is the second dance punk track on this album, if I remember correctly. And this does get a little. This is where you start seeing them get a little bit crazier now. Considerably more crazier.
Yes.
It starts off minimalist, but then it slowly crescendos.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's sort of like this little talking part with the little modulation.
Yeah. That's definitely like some kind of text-to-speech. It's like layered in the background.
Well, that's what I was sort of talking about. That.
Yeah.
Wait, he's using that one text-to-speech program that they use in the
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The part that's like sort of is delayed behind his voice.
Yeah, it's in the background.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's how it's so big,
Kind of like how Schmersel takes advantage of those little there during the verse.
The little what?
The little guitar bends that he does.
Yeah. Like slow bend upward.
Yeah, it gives like a more, I don't know how to say it.
It's like more
kooky.
tension.
It's a kooky vibe it's a kooky kind of tension, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Polvo guitar. Like,
Yeah, I guess in a way that's where you can kind of smell a little Zolo happening.
Zolo.
Zolo.
Zolo. I don't see it.
If only you put out the Oingo Boingo.
I veto that one.
See, now we feel more that Zolo coming.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah.
It's
also like, especially on these like more, again, like dancey punk tracks, this song and what you put in, like I think it's like the way the album is mixed, like the drums are like a lot more like noticeable.
Yeah, there's like room. They have like a
There's
room
a lot
mic
more
up,
room
and they
to
mix
breathe,
the
I think.
room
Yeah.
mic.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I think you can be forgiven for thinking this is an Albini recorded record because
Yeah.
Albini is known for like
Yeah,
having the room
especially,
mic on
and
the
this is
drums way up.
something, yeah, this is, you notice it on Nothing Ever Changes too, especially because obviously it was recorded with Albini, and that's sort of the difference you can definitely hear. We'll talk about it more when we get to that song, but yeah.
Because when I heard it, it didn't like I didn't see any differences. But we'll listen and maybe I'll change my mind. Or yeah, I didn't realize. And yeah, you want to go to the next song?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes. I have nothing more to say.
Strong is
Oh,
a very, very
wow.
weird
This
track.
song is so scary. This song scares the shit out of me, bro. No matter how
It
many
can't hurt
times
you.
I
It's a
listen,
song.
I've
no
got
matter
you
how many
for the
times,
day. Don't you try to skip.
no, no matter how many times I listen to this album, like, especially there was one time I was listening to this album while going on a walk, like when it was dark out. Oh my god, bro. Anyways,
It's like
this is
very serial killer coded song.
oh yeah.
I
I
don't
never
think I've ever
actually
seen
read
this
the
video
lyrics to
before.
this song.
Yeah, the screaming in the back.
That looks like something from like the Parallax video.
The
It's
screams
sort of
in the
like
background are fucking horrifying.
I know,
Yeah.
that's the freaking what I was saying, bro.
How did they even get that?
I feel like it was like maybe a
Harry,
sample.
do the effect.
I'd have to go in the other room and start prodding my hostage with the hot poker.
I've never actually seen
That
the
sound effect.
video in this high quality. Oh, she's with another
Icky!
dude.
Whoa,
Ew,
can't
gross.
tell
Oh
that.
my god!
Now I see why this song's so scary.
Yeah.
She's kissing on another dude. Well, I'm understanding that dude is balding.
It happens.
Yeah, there's a lot
Oh
of
my god, it's the Arthur's fist meme.
It's like Don Amen, but like Brainiac, you know? Like,
Yeah, there's like a similar.
like attention, anxious.
Yeah.
Like side.
It kinda I think
Also, that adds to the fact that in the Albiniverse family tree, Brainiac and Slint are half brothers.
Good observation. What were you gonna say, Rene?
I don't know, bro, cause this kind of feels like freaking. Reminds me of one of the interludes on Superstar. I think I might have been. Yeah, I was fucking with the altimeter if I remember. For this album.
The altimeter isn't really like a. Oh yeah, the end of that fucking scary, bro. Literal serial killer vibes. Yeah, wait, I've never actually read the lyrics to this song because you can't really. Again, it's sort of like the same with Indian Poker Part 3, where like it's so like low, but especially like with the you can't. It's even harder to hear because the fucking screams in the background. Let's read this. I've got you for the day. Don't you try to escape. Watch the telephone with my handsome face. Ooh, I know, right? To me. Slowly it sinks. Gives me time to think of love. I hold the fire. No response is wired. Don't try to break loose. Get on my way. Out of my way. I've got you for the day. Don't you try to escape. Hey, don't you go. Never promise. These lyrics remind me of to go back to freaking what was it? To go back to when I was talking about Cedric being influenced by them, this reminds me of the lyrics to Initiation by At the Driving, because that song is about freaking like this guy like stalking a girl like at a freaking show and like strangling her with a freaking telephone wire. Anyways, yeah, yeah. It just reminded me of
That's
that.
dark.
Yeah, weird as shit. It's a good song though. It's like the song sounds so cute, but then you listen to the lyrics. It's like, oh, hot seat can't sit down.
Oh yes, this one feels like a noise rock version Blood on the Boulders by Squid.
Mm.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, Squid.
There's this one part in particular that really, I guess, reminds me of the Squid song.
Also, this is another.
You're talking about
this
like
is another
the crescendo of or
Yes,
yes,
exactly.
yeah. I really like that part. That's good. It's really good.
Yeah, in both
This is
songs
another-
it's very peak.
This is another song where like the drums are just like very, you know,
Very punchy.
yes.
It's a very
Tyler
usually
Trent, my goat.
the fast. Oh yeah, this guitar is so big. Lots of very distorted bends here that we always love to hear.
It's like a naked astronaut. Whatever that means. We're frozen like a naked astronaut. Again, a bit more sci-fi.
Yeah. Science says the clues get from the plot.
Like, this is so fun. You can just like bop your head to it. And like, there's the freaking breakdown right there. Not the breakdown, but like the part where it's like just the drums. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm getting so gooey about this part so good. You son of a bitch. It's like doing this weird like rasp, like I don't know how to explain it, but like this whiny voice that Celtic is like trying to do like a mocking like emo voice, so even though this is before that era of emo. It's like, son of a bitch, you burn me.
Actually, I don't think it was this song that I think sounded like Blood on the Boulder. Kiss Me, You Jacked Up Jerk. But nonetheless, this does kind of have similar vibes.
Japanese chihuahua.
Oh my god, he said the thing again.
I can meet the freaking bands. Of course, my profile picture is John Smith. Well, you guys don't see me because I don't watch it.
Oh my god, what is this atmospheric guitar playing here in the background?
Yeah.
5 seconds ago. Is that post rock? The Rate Your Music heads will be
Post rock
Rate Your
secondary right there. Boom.
yes.
Another one
Yes, we got it.
in the books.
Exactly.
Feeling some Zydeco on this.
Who is Zydeco?
Jobs, people, jobs.
Sorry, I'm.
I love this sassy stuff, y'all. It's so fucking good.
Again with the little like whiny vocal.
Oh my god.
Oh god, no, bro.
Is there any other bands that do the whiny vocals thing? Like.
The Blood Brothers.
But those are two vocalists. Like we're talking like
Yeah, but
talking like
there's
somebody-
one guy who whines and there's one guy who croons. That's the thing.
Yes.
Brothers.
yeah, Jordan and Johnny. But Timmy does both. I mean there are vocals like there are vocals on this album that are done like on Kiss Me You Jacked Up Jerk especially. I'm pretty sure the Valleconos Locos and the Chihuahua Wawa Mythical Devils, that's Juan. And he was really bringing out his half Mexican side on that song. And then and John was obviously the one doing the background vocals, like the "Let me kill you." He sounds like very sassy in the background. Pun intended. But yeah.
Good one.
Okay, Beekeeper's Maxim. This is kind of like another, like, you know.
Dance poetry.
I am the beekeeper's queen.
Let's hear it.
Is it playing?
It is
I can
playing.
barely hear it.
Oh, sorry guys.
Turn up that volume, bro.
This is kind of a weird one for this batch of songs. It's structured very strangely.
Yes, it's kind of minimalist. It's like the most fucking around that they do on this. That muted guitar picking.
I think like a track like this is kind of the reason why what's it called? Indian Poker 3 is like the first track on the album, because you can't put it in the middle. There's too many other tracks doing stuff like this. It's like too much of a momentum breaker.
I feel like this is sort of like, for this album, this is sort of like the flypaper of this album. Like, you know what I mean? And then,
By the way, we skipped the vulgar trade. I think that was another interlude, was it?
I think that's an interlude, right? Yeah.
yeah, it's sort of just like, I think it's like samples from like, oh no, that's, I'm thinking of a song off of Rush.
Oh,
But,
You guys want to talk about it? We can talk about it.
we could, yeah. I mean, this is another Brainiac song here that followed the lippy vocal style that you see in later 2000s sass. And then you got you have the traditional sassy stuff that I guess it's like a more mutated version of their sassy vocal style that was going on in Smack Bunny Baby. Because in my review for this album, I kind of characterized the vocals on Smack Bunny Baby as more of in a mocking manner and not like in a homo way. Like this was like it was kind of like a na boo boo kind of sassy. Yeah.
he literally says that on Cultural Zero. He's like, no.
Yes, exactly. I remember it was on one of the songs there anyway.
I need to cure my disease. I'm not your cultural hero.
But yeah, this is a very unique cut on this album. It's it's a bit of a slow burner.
Yeah, it's like
It has muted guitar picking, and atypical drum rhythm for your usual post-hardcore stuff.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the first track that we listened to. It's like an
It actually kind of feels like if Brainiac tried to fuck up a television song.
I'm not seeing it.
I don't know, bro. Because
Well, I'll take
television
your word for
usually
it.
television has like a bunch of slow burners of songs. Not to say that they're bad, because there are like a couple songs on Marquee Moon that I like. I just don't find myself listening to that whole album. A discussion for another day. It has that slow romping vibe of television, but it's fucked up Brainiac style. To quote Eric Copeland, they fuck it up.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill you.
Wait, Danny, what do you think about the television comparison? Do you agree or disagree?
For what I've listened to of them, I actually haven't listened to Marquee Moon in full, which is kind of crazy. But I do definitely like see it or hear it, I guess.
But is it somewhat accurate what I said?
I think so. I think I mean, with Brainiac, they definitely have like a very post-punk, like that sort of hostile post-punk like aesthetics, and I mean even in the way that they look during this era, like they looked like very like, I mean Tyler looked like full-on goth during this freaking era.
They have like a really like interesting outfits. Like when we were watching the documentary,
Oh
they
yeah,
have the
that was a big part of it, is
goofy
that
looking
they,
ones.
The earmuffs.
yeah, the earmuffs. They really like that.
I made the bunny earmuffs, or because I dressed up as Timmy for Halloween.
Did people recognize it?
No.
Oh. But
Maybe
yeah.
if I lived in Dayton.
But yes, it's finally time for the song that does actually remind me of Blood on Ball.
Yeah, this actually might be my favorite one. Never mind. Forget
Oh
the.
my god, I had no idea, bro. I knew it. I knew it.
I really like the vocals here, like the chihuahua.
Chihuahua, chihuahua.
Yeah.
The bass is great too. Like this is probably.
Yeah, I think Juan is
Crazy.
kind of underrated. Although who knows how much of it is actually him writing all the parts.
Wow, what can I do? I try not to. Wait, what does he say at the part? Prison repelled, crazy still mad. Is he Espanol? But I think she only speaks in jazz.
Satchmo, Louis Armstrong reference.
I wish I had a brain in my head. Oh, the vibrato. You can hear the vibrato here. For the myth of created, the space star destroyed that could be alive. Quizzes is high. Narrated by Chogo and investigated by Kyoto Jazz. The mythical devils.
I really like this chorus. It's so good.
Yeah, this is a great chorus.
And you can hear John's vocals in that. Oh, but yeah. He's so sassy and like he's like it's sort of like with his delivery. It sounds like you can hear him rolling his eyes.
Okay,
This is
yeah,
the Blood on the Boulder.
I know, yeah, I get what you mean. There's yeah.
I feel like you can hear some of the jazz influence in a weird way in this riff. Like, I assume Tim wrote this.
Jacked up jerk.
Sounds like a fucked up jazz riff.
Yeah, and he was in a jazz band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, his dad was a jazz musician. He played like jazz stuff with his dad.
Now, I ended up learning the other day that usually musicians that have enough experience with jazz tend to be generally better songwriters over. And I think his experience with his dad and playing in a jazz band his songwriting in Brainiac.
Yeah, that could be a thing.
So I think that's really what made him
I think it
brilliant.
adds to like how the organized chaos of Brainiac is why it's so good.
It's rooted in free jazz, people.
Exactly.
Secondary, right?
Also, I was going to mention this.
Free jazz secondary, free improv secondary.
I wanted to mention this when we were listening to this little piggy, but I forgot. One of my friends, I mentioned, I think I mentioned Connor like a 30 bajillion times. My online friend who really likes the Replacements. But he has listened to Hissing Praise. He has it on CD, and I begged him to send it to me. He lives in Wisconsin, though, so we'd have to like mail it to me. I don't know how much that would be. But anyways, shout out Connor if you're listening to this. Please listen to this. Please listen to this. Please listen to this.
What she said.
Yeah. So wait. Yeah, he told me that at first he thought Brainiac were French. And at first I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But listening to like the sort of like the certain ways that he like styles in some things that he's saying, like especially on this little piggy, and Kiss Me, Dr. Jerk. Like I could understand, sort of
Hmm.
a little,
Ah,
like especially on This Little Piggy and like I don't know.
hmm. I don't know enough about French.
But also like there's especially on on Kiss Me, Dr. Jerk. There's like the Spanish parts.
Hmm.
Again, like
We have the insinuations.
yes, because I mentioned that one part of what was it? The JVTV interview where he randomly mentions he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm half Mexican by the way." He's like, while he's like half naked,
Oh.
is like with a freaking microphone strapped to like the front of his pants so it looks like it's and you know what?
Oh yeah.
so weird.
Heard
Like
about that.
Oh
I
my
don't even
god,
know
that
what he.
reminds me of the David Yao picture. Ha ha ha.
All right, let's
The
keep it
David
moving
Young
here.
picture I was talking about
Mm,
yesterday.
yeah.
But I was
We
talking
didn't
about
talk
how
about that
he
here
was
though.
dead.
Oh well. I want to hear 70 Kilogram Man. This is the most offbeat, off kilter, off gonna kachugal tracks on this record.
The off
I
what
think
did you
this
say?
one is underrated.
Off color kajugal.
Mm. Wait. Well.
I think this one is kind of underrated.
Yeah, it is for sure. Yeah.
Mm. Let's hear it.
You got that synth intro, buzzy synth. Kind of like indie
That's
folk
a guitar.
What?
Those are guitars through gated fuzz, like a really aggressive fuzz pedal.
Ooh, so that's why it sounds like the synth in Indian Poker Part 3.
Yeah.
Sounds really fucking nice, though.
Oh my god, he said this thing.
Yeah. Wait. Cause I see the squid now more because they could go really close into the mic, like in these like whisper techniques, like the squid does.
Oh yeah, because there's some parts where it feels like singing is like in your ear.
Yeah.
I mean, especially on manga. Like, I mean, if you listen to Fly People, it literally feels like people listening to it.
Slipknot mentioned before 1999. God damn.
Yo, Slipknot.
I know it's technically the name of a.
Also, this
Yeah.
chorus is very reminiscent of Hot Seat Can't Get Down Again, especially with the down.
Oh my god, it's so loud I can't hear anything you guys. I'm sorry. Wait, say it. Or
Yeah, I was mentioning how like the 3-2-1 Kiss the Punch part was very reminiscent back to like Hot Seat Can't Get Down with like the. I think because it's like just the isolated sound of the vocals. Yeah, they do that part again.
There are like some other art punk songs that I remember having this beat.
I think the bass on this track is really interesting. It kind of like leads the song. Really grounded. That's where most of the melodic or like pop content of the song is.
Tyler and Vaughn, I think, in general are very. I mean, I think Brainiac in general are underrated, but I think Tyler and Vaughn are very underrated.
He's a great drummer.
yeah, I feel like he drives the songs forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them.
He's like as explosive as Tim's vocals.
Yeah, in combination
I
with
mean,
the production.
everything. I mean, you could like pick apart every single like individual part, but I mean, all together it's just like holy fucking shit, bro.
I'd say with the way the production is done, and as we're gonna find out soon with Nothing Ever Changes, the Tyler. Yeah, here we go, people. The Tyler's drums sounding very punchy on here really gives this record an edge, especially when you compare it to a lot of other noise rock records. I'm trying to remember who was the drummer. Shellac.
Todd Trainer.
Todd Trainer, yes. It's it has that same level of edge as Action Park with those drums on that album, man. Because Trainer
Yeah,
and
I can definitely.
Trainer has more slow grooves happening on that album, but Trent does it in a more explosive manner on His and Prigs.
But I mean, on this song, it's like really fast.
Yes, and you're about to see why it's my favorite.
Oh, he loves this song. He's gonna be like.
Ironically, I think Albini has the drum rooms like lower in the mix than like Janny had it on most of the other tracks.
Yeah.
Bro, but I think it actually sounds louder.
You can hear it in there though.
Like you can hear a little bit, like why you just.
The vocals are very goofy too, the goofiest on this album.
What are you singing, bro? Again with the John part.
There's like more room, Mike, on John's vocal than there are on the drums.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's coming in from the right. Am I correct on that? John?
John's vocal?
Yeah.
Or his guitar? He's I think his guitar's on the left. He does the backing vocal in the chorus.
Oh my god.
Right here. The duet.
Yeah.
Out! Bow, 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 bow,
This is a sick Moog riff.
Yeah.
The best part on this album.
Oh, he's so much fun. Alright.
And that, ladies and gents, is the best song on this album.
Yeah, I have to mention because I was learning this song on drums and I was talking to my drum teacher about this song, and we were randomly like she's really interesting because she's not even that old. She's like 36, but like most of the stuff that I bring to her, obviously I actually wouldn't like obviously I wouldn't like expect she knows Brainiac. But like she doesn't know like anything, so like anytime I bring to her, she's like, "What
She
the
knows
hell is this?"
jack shit.
And and I remember she was reading lyrics to the song, and she started going on a rant when she read the lyric, "Put your hands on the live wire," and she's like, "Isn't that dangerous? That would be very dangerous." I was like, "Oh."
I mean, it's true though. Like, you know, it's pretty dangerous. I wouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous indeed, but it's even more dangerous when you fall victim to the mosh pit at these concerts these guys had.
Yeah, pretty intense.
Well, it's less moshing and more just like dancing. They sort of. How do you know that? If you look at any of the live performances, it's just like I mean.
Have you guys been to one?
Timmy is more crazy. Timmy is more crazy than the audience, and you can see like the audience low-key get scared by him. Either scared or like intrigued, maybe even aroused. We don't know. Okay, so
Okay. Yeah.
I should have had that craze off with him 30 years ago.
Yeah, you should have vouched his freak.
No,
Moving
not
on.
his freak. His crazy.
Anyways, guys, next song. I am
Oh
a
my
cracked
God!
machine.
Oh
We're,
yes,
we're already on the last one.
this is the last song
This is the
on
last
the
track.
album, and I think it is the most dance punk song on this album. It is super good, very nice
This is
vocal
like-
manipulation on this one.
This is like to go back to like the comparisons on the other albums. If we go all the way back to Smack Bunny Baby, this is like the drag of Hissing Prigs.
Mm.
In the way it's sort of like a not a bad, but almost like a it's almost like it reads as like, you know, like a monologue of like this fucked up dude.
Yes, it's like a self-centered guy who's saying all this shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I am
mean,
your
with,
favorite DJ.
With drag, it's like, you know, he's talking about how like, you know,
He's
like,
basically unstoppable.
your parents don't understand. They think I'm such an unstable man.
He's like
Anyways,
the
let's listen to this
sunglasses guy
podcast.
from BCNR. Okay.
Whatever that means, bro.
This is a different effect. This is like. Huh. This is either running into a synth, or maybe like some kind of filter with the
Hot
resonant.
Shot Robot, yes. Rene said it's so like this is the most fun he's had ever. I think. Actually, if it was, he would be like bouncing around the room.
This is a really cool part.
The verses have got to be the best part here, though.
I like that for the phone. Oh my god, this part don't even play with me right now. Oh, it's too funny.
Finisher, you gotta put some. To it.
I know.
Oh.
And also the difference between this one, as we were talking about with Smash Bunny Baby, the delivery is a lot more like jokey.
Wait, say it again. Wait. Sorry.
Like we were talking like earlier about how the sort of main difference between Smack Bunny Baby and the other albums, like besides like the more artsiness or whatever, is the delivery, how a lot of the delivery on Smack Bunny Baby is very like jokey. To sort of compare drag and I'm a Craft Machine again. You know, like with drag, he's a lot more like crooning. He's like very like it almost feels like he's like drowning like self pity. He's like, oh, what a drag. But here he's like looking straight in the fucking eye and being like, I am a crack machine. I'm a guide wire hussy, and if you don't fucking respect me, I'll rock your shit. Watch me, bitch. Like that is the vibe. Like it. Like it's like, and it's like, it's not. You're like a little bit scared, but you're also like, wait, I'm kind of feeling like this like magnetic pull. Like,
Wait,
wow,
this white boy has some swag.
Yeah.
Pull out.
This boy got some sass swag.
Let bro cook.
Yeah, sometimes you got a lot of white boy cook, you know? And that's what and that's Hissing Prigs right there, letting a white boy cook.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's
You
my
let
RYM review.
You let 4 white boys cook while they listen to some Nation of Ulysses, Devo, and whatever other fucking art punk or shit whatever they were listening to, and you let them cook this shit while they're high or something. I don't. And then you got beautiful art punk from 1996 in the
Mm.
form of
Oh
this
my god,
noise rock.
next year is the 30-year anniversary. Oh my god.
Oh yes,
Hope they
that's
tour again. I like barely missed the last reunion tour. I bought
I know,
tickets
I
and then I
wanted-
couldn't make it.
Aw.
oh.
Yeah,
I wanted
bummer.
to go so bad to Toronto, but the place they were playing it was 19 plus venues, so
Ugh.
19
the worst,
plus venues,
the enemy.
bruh.
Everything.
but hopefully the next time they come to
Skill issue.
Canada,
Yeah.
Toronto,
should have been
wherever.
born older.
Because I swear to God, like everyone who was at that fucking show, they didn't deserve it as much as I did. I am the deserved it more. I'm literally the biggest Canadian Brainiac fan. Like I don't know if there's a single other.
So if there was like a top 100 like fans of Brainiac, where would you be like placed? You think?
I feel like I'd be like top 5. Number
Hmm.
1 is Griffin Hamill probably.
Griffin Hamill. Mm.
Yeah, Mark Hamill's son. He's like a huge freaking
I
Brainiac
was just about
fan.
to ask.
And then Cedric is gonna be number 2.
Yeah, number 2.
And then
Cedric would be number 1.
who's the guy that
No,
was like
he'd be
in
number-
Cat Power in the documentary and also the Drive 73s or something?
Well, wait.
Oh yeah, the guy with the emo hair.
Yeah, yeah. He's
I
then
don't know his name.
he's third. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh no,
who's
the girl from Grass
Paul
Records who
and-
you know the girl in the documentary who was like he was a genius.
Genius. Yeah.
You with the
Yeah.
genius.
That
And the
girl.
genius.
And then doesn't one of the members like predict what she's gonna say?
Oh
Like,
yeah, I think it was.
That's John. He's
Mm.
like, you boys are genius.
Boys are genius.
The hand and
He's like, they were just genius.
It's like the hands of the genius are everywhere.
Mm. But yeah, we're tailing off towards the end. But I have
Yes.
one last question.
Mhm.
If this was your first like, album, like where would you go from here? Maybe like any recommendations?
In terms of Brainiac or noise rock?
Could be both. And what
Okay.
about a double? Like pick two or one from Brainiac and one from the noise rock canon or whatever.
I'd say that the obvious next one would be Bonsai Superstar. It's the most similar that you could probably go for. Now, as for noise rock, dashcore, synth punk, art punk, post-hardcore, solo-ish kind of stuff that I could recommend you if you like this album, well, give me some time to think about it. I'll let Danny speak for herself.
What?
It's your
I
turn.
don't know.
Recommend the audience. Give me time.
He's
to
charging
think,
up.
please.
He's charging up. As in, he's gonna look at
I'm
on the RYM charts.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but it's not. Is there any like slides after this or
Any what?
Any what?
slides after this? Or is this the
Oh.
last slide?
This is the last. I have questions, but we kind of answered them all.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say because as we're nearing the end, I would like to say thank you. And I would
No
like to
problem.
say something very important, which is that you know, as a lot of bands are of course, sadly Brainiac came to a tragic end when their Timmy passed away in 1997. I just want to say rest in peace, Keg.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was a very sudden end for Tim, and it reminds me a lot in a lot of ways.
Wait, about who? You cut out on Discord.
D Boone of Minutemen. I don't know what
Mm.
keeps
Yeah.
doing that.
There is a salient comparison.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with this one.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, now I'm getting really sad now, but like just, even if he's gone, we're somehow this is contributed to his legacy. I don't know how the fuck that would work. This stupid podcast, but
Wait, what? Remember the interview with that one kid that like wanted that has like a band, and then
Oh
I don't know if you guys
God.
know this, but
yeah,
I'm in a
that
band,
one
and
clip where he's like, oh yeah, we just need more bands like you to rip us off, and then
to keep the
we'll
dream.
get more credit, keep the myth alive. Yeah, that's literally what he
keep-
says. Yeah, I remember this thing. So
And that's us right now. We're
everyone
talking
should
about
Mhm.
Brainiac right
Yeah.
here, like nerds, you know.
Oh, okay. And who knows? Maybe we could get one of the Brainiac members to listen to this.
We could. Now I'm trying my best to
I got
round up a very good album I could recommend to you from here on Hissing Prigs. From here on after Hissing Prigs, okay. I'm gonna take a bit of a gambit with this one, but
Okay.
since it kinda has a good amount of the things that this album shares with it, I'm gonna say On Land and in the Sea by Cardiac, because that is some good art punk, but it's not just good art punk. It's very manic sounding. It's, I'd say, more guitar heavy than than their than their 90s material to some extent, I'd say. Like, it's definitely their most guitar heavy out of the generally earlier stuff. What else? It's not as abrasive to some degree. So if you're trying to look for something a little bit more at ease, I'd say that album's a very good bet. And then it also has the whole synthesizer Zolo stuff happening on here, kind of like what's going on Hissing Prigs.
Nice.
So I took a bit of a left field one with that.
Okay.
I would go.
Whatever you say. All right, RYM boy.
I would go
I don't know.
Superstar for a Brainiac pick, and for I think that's just like the obvious answer. And then for a non-Brainiac pick, I would go Plays Pretty for Baby by Nation of Ulysses. I think
Yeah.
that record is like at least like 25 to 33% of the Brainiac sort of formula, or like, you know.
I mean,
yes, true that.
and they were, of course, big Nation of
it's-
Ulysses D riders because of freaking Eli Janney.
Yeah.
Eli Janney. Yeah.
Their
If you
fans
want
like
some,
us.
like-
it's less accessible than Brainiac for sure. They're like they're much noisier, and there are like bits of like pop songs in their music, but I would say it's not as much of the focus as it is in Brainiac.
But
So-
hey.
You know, fuck it. I mean, if you're gonna mention Nation, I think I might have a bit of a pick here. I'd say with Gems of Masochism by Antioch. Now, okay, one of the members is a Nazi now, but
Okay, all right. Okay.
Whoa.
This is White House all over again, guys. Okay.
yes, it is White House all
Alright.
over again, but with
Alright.
Sasscore.
Anyways,
But-
yo, okay, wait, Danny,
I
what's your
disavow
pick?
Renee's recommendations.
Well, what's your pick?
Come on, bro. But as I was saying though, yes,
Whoa,
Danny,
this is me to continue.
Danny has indeed
We're
heard this
redirecting.
record before.
Yes.
But it's another good classic Sasscore album from the 90s Sass canon. And I'd say it has some similar elements with the noise rock stuff. Still got that artsy post-hardcore feel, and of course the sassy vocals are still there. And strangely enough, it has like a weird synthesized organ on there, which is a bit cabaret-ish gothic in sound.
You know what?
Go on.
That moment when you said that remind me. It's like that one scene from Saving Private Ryan where like it's like the flashbang and then it's like the ears ringing. Like when you said that, like oh my god, bro, like. And he's just like looking around, like just everyone's like dying in front of him. Yeah. Anyways, well, you guys can go ahead.
I'm trying to think of like albums I can recommend in terms of, because I mean, if I were to do it, it would probably be like among the synth sass world because of course that's sort of what I'm well versed in, as Rene of course knows. And I'm really trying to think like what I would. I honestly don't know. Maybe like, maybe like. I mean that's more like late, like no, they're that's more like 2000s sass if I were to go the red light sting, but how the fuck not? Yeah, but what's that one album by them, bro? I'm trying to think.
Someone search it up. Oh. We got some noise.
Looks like Rene might be searching it right now.
I don't know, bro. I think my freaking touchscreen is broken, and now I can't. And now I can't freaking use my.
Oh
my
yeah, I found
Um,
it. I found it. If we're
hold on.
going in terms of like synth sass, this is again like more 2000s.
That's fine.
But it is like it has sass primary and art punk secondary. Is
Yes, let's
Hands
go.
Up Tiger by the Red Light Sting. They're a Canadian band, and also a connection.
Chris.
I think I mentioned this before that the keyboard player of the Red Light Sting is married to Jordan Billilly of the Blood Brothers, and they have I don't know how many kids, maybe like 2 kids. Yeah. Anyways, so I recommend that album. Yeah.
Wait, Jovic. By the way, I don't know if you could try cutting this section out because my touch screen seems to be really
it's
full, and
okay.
You're
I had to temporarily disconnect. So give me like.
Oh well, we're gonna be
15
finishing.
seconds.
We're gonna be finishing up.
Okay, but okay, it's just that it's becoming a bit inconvenience because now I can't do shit.
Wait, just sit tight, and let's end this.
Stand
Okay,
by.
bro.
Yeah,
I just can't see right now. My Spotify tab is like right in front.
it's okay. Well, I'm because it's gonna be played through my screen, so I can see. Just
Okay.
but yeah. So the next episode will be we're gonna be kicking some elves with V1000 and
Oh yeah.
by Guy by Voices. So stay tuned for that when that
Or
releases.
Dayton.
Yeah.
Wow, we're going back to Dayton.
Yep. And yeah, do you guys have any last words? Any final thoughts?
Follow me on Twitter at hissing_prigs, all caps.
You're pretty famous
Say
on
no,
Twitter,
no
right?
shit.
Like
I have like 1.1k.
that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, but you should follow me. I'll probably give you guys clout. Like when the episode releases, I'll like link it on my Twitter and be like, hey, you guys should listen to this.
When you make money off of the tweet, give us a cut. All right, but yeah, is that it, guys?
Everyone, and remember, I am a cracked machine. I am a guide wire hussy. I'm your favorite DJ. I'm a book on the screen.
No. I am the Brainiac King of Pop. I'm the Brainiac King of Pop.
Brainiac, the king of pop. Fuck Michael Jackson. Fuck Elvis Presley. Brainiac, the king of pop.
Thank you guys for watching.
Wait.
Okay.
Hold up.
Wait, Harry,
hold on.
could you sing? Wait,
Hold up.
sing for me in this vibrato for us. And this.
The vibrato machine broke.
Are you trying to play something?
Huh?
Oh, I don't know what Danny's
You guys
doing.
hear that?
I'm trying to get
You
him to
guys
sing
hear that?
I am a cracked machine.
Wait. Hold up. No, I want one more. Are we still recording?
I'm still. It's still on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're still on.
Okay, I just want one more message, okay guys?
Okay, one more
Ready?
message.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, honestly, I couldn't hear that. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye, everyone. Peace.
Bye bye.